Now we really know.
All right, what is going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new, exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports, the really sport podcast in all the land.
True.
We got a brand new, exciting episode for you. And if you're new here, let me tell you who I am. I go by the name of KSpadeTheProspect.
And I'm your boy, LeParis57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. Spade! We got a great show for him. My homie Spade, let me tell you how dedicated my homie is.
Tell him
my
about
homie's
me, bro.
so dedicated. I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell you. My homie's so dedicated that he all the way over there on the West Coast.
It's hard.
Doing things over there. Making big moves over there. And we still bringing you guys a show. So, Spade, without further ado, I want to kick it off. I want to start in the NBA. I know that's where you want to be. You out of town. You out of state. I know that's where you want to be. So, I'm going to do you a favor and hook it out.
Let's get
and take it to the NBA first.
Let's get it.
So, if you guys haven't heard, we are recording this not our usual time. We usually do a live show on Saturdays. It is Sunday. But you know what? It's kind of a good thing that we waited, Spade. Game, 5 is tomorrow with the finals. And if you guys haven't heard, you know, the Warriors up. They got a 3-1 lead. But we want to talk about Draymond Green. So some news came out about Draymond Green today that Draymond Green will be suspended for Game 5. Spade, give me your thoughts. 1. 2, should he have been suspended? And a lot of people is blaming it on Bron for kind of like stepping over him, aka teabagging him a little bit. You know what I mean? But Spade, give me your thoughts on the whole situation.
Yeah, I saw the outrage on Twitter. People was like, "Oh, Bron's trying to do anything to get his team a win." Well, if your ass at home know that, a paid professional athlete should know that as well, especially somebody with the track record of one Draymond Green. Draymond been begging for this second tech for the last few games. He been begging. He's still in the ref spaces. He still got his feet flailing all over the place, damn near kicking people in their face and shoulders and chest and wherever else. He's still living life on the edge, and I get it. Somebody's going to say that's Draymond's style. Well, you know, hey, sometimes your style comes with a risk. Do I honestly feel like he should have been given a tech for that? I don't. At the same time, man, I feel like he should have possibly been suspended for kicking old boy in the balls way back when. So it's funny. I kind of want to go off on a side tangent. I saw a tweet from Aisha Curry. Everybody loves Aisha. Aisha says, you know, she going to take the high road, and she guessed said player, she didn't say LeBron's name, but guess said player walked on an invisible bridge over Draymond instead of walking to the left or the right. Aisha, have a seat.
Yeah, I seen that tweet.
Have a seat, Aisha. Go cook something, because you wasn't tweeting when he was kicking folks in the ball sack. So don't tweet now.
Word.
Go find you something to do. All right? Just go. I don't care what you do. Go play with Riley. I don't know. Fall back. And like I said, I honestly don't feel like he should have been suspended. I mean, I don't feel like he should have been upgraded. I don't feel like he should be suspended for this. But I feel like he's been begging for a suspension for days now, for games now. So it is what it is. To the people who are outraged and feel like this is going to change anything, I don't know what series y'all been watching. Somebody said, yeah, man, did you not see the blowout in Game 3? I did. Did you miss the damn blowouts in Game 1 and 2? Like, what you talking about? Cavaliers still haven't beat this team at home in Oakland. This game, of course, will be at home in Oakland. And as it goes with Golden State, when somebody has a bad game and when somebody can't go, when somebody can't play, somebody else on that team steps up. That team is very deep. Let's not forget, it was just in the OKC series, folks was talking about sitting Draymond because he was playing like trash. Now they got to play one game without him and everybody act like it's over. Like, that's how I know y'all fake fans. Y'all feel like this team is over because Draymond got to sit a game? Relax. That's what I think.
Let me tell you something, Spade. First of all, on the Draymond issue, I agree with you. I don't think he should have been suspended for this, but it's like the boy who cried wolf. Eventually, you keep crying wolf. Eventually, a wolf gonna come. Draymond been cutting it close. Dog, man. It was he flexed in front of Serge Ibaka, looking at his face. He looked at Steven Adams going all. This was after that other technical that he got. I mean, that's last series. He could have got the next technical. Not to mention, he damn near kicked Kyrie in the face in this series. Like, it's been a lot of John going back and forth in this series. You know what I mean? So, I mean, Draymond, Draymond been going. I think the league is like, you know what? He probably shouldn't be suspended for this, but Draymond,
we got to send a message.
It's Draymond. Like, he's a repeat offender. And I think the league is tired of Draymond. I think they finally getting there. Like, yo, you know what? This dude cannot keep doing this. Like, a lot, as far as LeBron, a lot of people say LeBron could have went around.
Yeah, he
went over. I mean, Draymond Green was laying down there for a good 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. I mean, just like LeBron could have went around, Draymond could have got up way faster than he did. He was on the ground, like, looking for a man.
I'm gonna say he could have not failed.
Draymond suspended.
He was on the ground trying to sell a foul that wasn't there anyway.
Yeah, he was. But a lot of people think Draymond being out hurts this team. They think like the Cavs have a chance. I don't. I'm hoping. I wrote this on Twitter. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm probably right. I think the Warriors close it out in Game 5 at home, man. I think they close it out in Game 5. Let me tell you something. If they can miss Steph for a couple of games and still get dubs, trust me, they can miss Draymond for a couple of games and get dubs.
Yep.
So, and it's only one game, but I think they close it out Game 5. I hope I'm wrong. I would love for it to at least go back to Cleveland, but I just don't think Cleveland has enough. And I think the Warriors. I also read a tweet, Spade, that even if the Warriors win Game 5, Draymond can celebrate with his team. He can, be in the locker room. He can be there. So, I mean, might as well chalk it up as a day off for Draymond because I think they close it out. Do you think they close it out?
I don't.
Matter of fact, hold on, Spade. I don't want to jump the gun. You got a topic for us. Let's move on.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move on. I'm going to still stay with the NBA, of course, and we still going to talk Golden State Warriors and Cavaliers because there ain't no other NBA news to talk. In case you guys missed it, one of my favorite players, Timothy Mozgov, tried to set a pick on Klay Thompson. I think he was trying to get in set before it was really time to get in set. He was trying to get set in place before it was really time to, and he had his leg out. And Klay kind of tripped over his leg or whatever. Probably took a knee to the inside of that thigh or something like that. And Klay went down. And after the game, Klay said that the
Babe, please let me go first on this topic, too.
Okay.
Let me go first on this topic.
Okay, I got you.
I know you want to go.
Yeah, well, Klay said it was dirty. So, without any further ado, LaParis, was it dirty?
Absolutely not, man. And talk about the pot calling the kettle black. Like, Klay. First of all, if you guys haven't heard, Klay came out today speaking on LeBron, saying LeBron was like acting like a baby or whining or doing whatever. When Klay just did the same thing in the press conference prior, saying he think Mozgov was dirty, he shouldn't be playing that type of dirty play. Man, listen, the way Golden State set screens, I'm talking about everybody. Steph and Klay was setting screens on each other, man, in the last game. Draymond, Bogut, Festivazilli, I mean, everybody, Iggy always got his hands out, Spade, looking for a call on something.
You ain't never
And
lied.
the way they set screens, I don't want to hear the Warriors complain nothing about nobody setting no screen on them. I don't want to hear it. It's kind of like if New England was to complain about footballs. New England, you can't complain about footballs. Like, I'm sorry, you can't. And Golden State can't complain about screens. I don't want to hear them say nothing about screens. Nothing. The way they set screens, come on, they set a moving screen. Like 2 out of the 3 screens are moving screens. Like, come on, they're illegal screens. Like, I don't want to hear them complain about screens. So, Klay, I like you. You're an amazing shooter, but fall back on this one. I mean, you gotta, Klay, you gotta play at kicking people in the nuts. You gotta play at kicking people in the face. You got another person. You got Draymond grabbing people nuts on top of all the illegal screens y'all set. I don't want to hear you complain about screens at all. I don't want to hear you say screen. For real.
I don't know, bro. To me, you sound like you just don't like Golden State. That's what it sounds like to me.
Matter of fact, Spade, let me speak on that too. Because a lot of people be in our comment section saying we don't like Golden State. Are we ever going to give Golden State credit? Spade, is it or is it not true that we've been on this show? People don't watch our show. Clearly, because we said on this show on multiple episodes that Golden State will run the table for about 3-4 years going to the finals for the next 3 or 4 years. Barring, let me say this because somebody be like, what if somebody get hurt? Barring health and that team staying together, that team has the potential to win the next 3, 4, 5 championships in a row. That's how good they are. Did we not say that?
Yeah. But at the same time,
how are we not giving them credit?
Nah, we giving them credit, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that we like them. You can recognize somebody is really good without saying that you like them. And to me,
I don't dislike them and I don't like them. I'm a Bulls fan. I don't got no, horse in this race. It don't matter to me who win. It ain't the Bulls. I don't care.
It just don't sound like you like them to me. And I want to be the first to say it. Matter of fact, I'm going to put that in the comment section and y'all thumb it up if y'all agree. It don't sound like LePairs like Golden State. To me, do I think the play was dirty? Not at all. My issue with Golden State is this. In this situation, because I got quite a few. But in this situation, what Clay is doing is trying to get the officials to look a little more. Maybe you want to, anything you can do to influence the officials.
Let me cut you off, Spade. Let me cut you off. Let me cut you off. And I understand that. Yeah. But, Spade, the Cavs don't set as many screens as Golden State. Like, it's been plenty of times me and you be in parties and stuff watching the game. Like, where's the pick and pop? Where's the pick and roll? Yeah. They don't even set screens like that, Spade. Like, this was probably one of 5 screens we've seen all series. Seriously.
Yeah, I agree.
But go ahead.
So, a player's going to do anything they can do to try to influence officials. My issue is Golden State do this all the time. Every team does it all the time to try to influence officials. But when the Cavaliers do it, they talk about it. Mo Spades tweeted a picture of a baby bottle. Like the baby bottle emoji, trying to say LeBron is a baby. So, like, when you got your star sitting up here saying you feel like a player is dirty because you're trying to influence officials, that's okay. But if LeBron is saying he feel like, hey, for what it's worth, per the rules, a thrown punch, an arm thrown in the direction of a person is cause for a flagrant, per the rule book. So if a member of the Cavaliers say that, are they being any more of a baby than Clay is in saying that he feel like the pick was dirty? Not at all. So, I mean,
let me jump in again,
oh
man.
I'm sorry,
homie.
This is going to be a long one, y'all.
Let me jump in again, homie.
Go ahead.
But they stay calling, and please, I like Brian, and I like Brian. But calling LeBron a baby, LeBron really didn't even complain. They asked him about the situation. He said, Draymond kind of overstepped his boundaries. He said, y'all never really even see me get mad like that. He said he took it too far. Like, I don't think that's acting like no baby. That's explaining what happened. Like, what did LeBron say that makes him a baby?
I don't know.
Go ahead, Spade. Like, it annoys me.
You sound annoyed. You sound annoyed. This is annoyed LePairs.
Yeah, annoyed LePairs. I'm annoyed.
But yeah, man, in short, I think this team, both teams, are kind of pissing the other team off. And that's usually good for the fan. It's going to make the game exciting. It might even make the game a little chippy. The referees already don't know what to call and when to call it. Yeah. It's going to be an interesting Game 5 for sure.
Speaking of Game 5, let's move on, Spade. You ready?
Yeah, perfect. I'm going to segue.
I promise I'll be short-winded. This topic, I promise. Cavs, bruh. Do the Cavs have a chance? Like, Draymond suspended. This is Game 5. Mm-hmm. Do they take it back to Cleveland? In your opinion, we're going to kind of use this as the pick 'em game. This is Game 5. This is a must-win for the Cavs. Spade, do you have them winning?
Well, I got to say I do. My original prediction was Golden State in 7. And the only way it goes to 7, the only possible way it goes to 7, is if the Cavs can somehow find a way to win Game 5. I still don't feel like I said, man, without Draymond, I don't even feel like the Cavs are the better team without Draymond. I just don't. The Cavs, it all depends on whether or not their shots are falling. If they get out there early, they get in a rhythm and the shots fall, they could possibly win Game 5. So I'm going to give them a chance, and I'm going to go ahead and say they win Game 5. Just to stay with my original prediction.
Yeah, you said it's going 7. That means they got to win 2 in a row. And they go to State win 2. Did they lose 2?
Right, we got to start.
They lost.
We got to start with Game 5, bro.
I get it. I got Golden State closing out Game 5, man. I don't think Draymond being suspended. I mean, of course, Draymond not playing for the Warriors. That's one of their guys. I get it. But if they can win games without Steph, they can definitely win games without Draymond. They'll probably start Iggy, or they might do something. They might do something else, like maybe start most space, let him come out, cook real early, and then go to Iggy for the majority of the game and see whatever they can get out of most space. I mean, the last game they won and they put the dude McAdoo in for. I mean, everybody was looking like they playing McAdoo over Space. Like we was looking like, who the hell is McAdoo and why is he in the game? I mean, that's just they team. They had him on Bron. Like the game, like they're so deep, man. And I'm not saying McAdoo is it. I'm just saying. They got options, man. Yeah. They got options, and I think they definitely pull that game out. I think they close it out at home. Spade, what did I tell you? I don't know if I said it on the show.
You didn't say it on the show, but you said it to me. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I said, man. I said, man, the Warriors. I said the Warriors let Cleveland get the game 3. They'll win game 4 and close it out at home in game 5. And that's exactly what it's set up to. That's exactly how it's set up. And I got them closing it out at home. I'm not saying they took a game off. I'm just saying I kind of figured they would want to win it at home. And I think they close out the Cavs in game 5 without Draymond. And the funny thing is, Spade, we don't even have this topic written down, but I'm a strong arm a topic in here real quick. Okay. With the game Steph Curry had in the previous game, if Steph Curry go ham in game 5, do you think he's Finals MVP?
Yeah. If he can match his game 4 performance,
I think he had 38 in game 4, right?
Yeah, if he can match that performance, he's the MVP. Because right now it's unclear. Like I think if it ends right now, they'll probably give it to him because he's the sexy name to give it to, even though he scored under 20 points for 3 straight games. I don't even know. But yeah, if he matched that performance, you better believe they already etching his name on it. You can bet your ass on that.
Yeah, I agree with you. You asked me that yesterday while we was, talking on the phone, and I said, yeah, I think they want Steph Curry to be the MVP.
They do.
Like, so I mean, even I see if Curry even had 22 and mess around get like 9 dimes, I still see them giving Curry the MVP. I mean, ain't nobody really standing out in this series. I don't see them giving it to Iggy again. Even though Iggy kind of been a factor defensively, like he always, with a lot of swipes on loose balls and stuff. Not to the same extent like he was last year.
Right.
But I mean, he's definitely been a factor defensively. But like I said, if Curry get about 22, maybe 9 dimes, 8 dimes, I see them giving him Finals MVP as well.
Yeah, I do too. And check this out. I'm kind of late with this one, but you was talking about people are blaming LeBron for Draymond being suspended. I'm going to tell you what it's crazy to me. The one thing I feel like people fail to look at. This series going longer don't really benefit the Cavs. It don't benefit LeBron unless they win it all. If it goes 7 games and the Cavs still lose, like the Cavs haven't earned any more respect. That was proven with OKC. OKC went 7 games and nobody says OKC went 7 games. They say OKC choked.
Yeah.
So going 7 games only benefits one person, the NBA. So let's be honest here. 7-game series make way more revenue than sweeps. With that being said, let me go ahead and transition or segue into the next topic. And we want to talk about, this has been in the news a lot here lately. They're talking about possibly shortening the NBA season because of, injuries to players or just the overall wear and tear on bodies. And I think this will never happen. I think it'll never happen because a shortened season cuts into their NBA revenue. And the NBA don't like when you mess with their revenue.
No way.
Let's also keep in mind, folks, not that many years ago, earlier rounds of the playoffs was best out of 5. Went to best out of 7. Know why it went to best out of 7? Because the NBA found out they could make more revenue with a best out of 7 than a best out of 5. But that's my take on it, LaParis. Do you think this ever happened, and would you even like to see it happen?
No way. I agree with you 100%.
But would you like to see it?
No way. I see. I mean, no. I wouldn't want to see it either. Yeah, I'm positive. I wouldn't want to see it. I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, I agree with you 100%. It never happened. The NBA, I've seen people saying 62 games, maybe 60 games, maybe 55 games. No way they're going to lose 30 games of revenue or 20 games of revenue. No way. The owners don't want that. You know what? And I'm pretty sure the players don't want that because with this big money TV deal, come on, man. These players don't want their salary shortened either. I'm pretty sure nobody in the NBA wants that. Now, a lot of people saying,
players want it. If it don't,
I don't know, Spade.
If it don't affect,
I guarantee you, they'd rather cut preseason and some of that summer league crap.
That's true.
Before they cut the regular season.
You're right.
They'd rather say, let's cut that crap before we cut the regular season.
You're right.
But as far as I don't want to see it happen because I'm a sports fan. I don't play basketball. I don't play professional. What the hell are we gonna watch?
Right.
Like, what are we gonna watch if the season ends in May or April? Like, no, I don't want to see it for that reason. You know, I guess I'm spoiled. You know, I mean, right here we sitting almost in the middle of June, and we still got NBA games, and we got to deal with baseball, and I mean, hockey's still going on too. When you figure hockey a cold sport, and it's the summertime, and that's still going on.
You got air conditioning.
I don't want to see it happen. I'm a little spoiled. I mean, if we sitting here in June, I don't want the season shortened, man. We got to deal with baseball for 2 months. Around August, preseason start for football, so I can deal with it, man. So I wouldn't want to shorten. What about you? Do you want it? Do you want to shorten it?
I don't. And like you said, I'm speaking from the fans' perspective. I don't want to shorten because, I mean, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been 82 games forever. Why? Why is the new, bigger, stronger, faster athlete incapable of playing the same amount of games as our old washed-up heroes that people so quick to remind me that my old washed-up heroes couldn't compete in today's NBA? Well, get your ass out there and play 82 games like they used to do. I ain't got a problem with it.
Especially the way they call fouls today, man. Y'all should be playing 92 games.
Plus, you know what I like to plug? My boy James Harden did just play in all 82 of his games. So, you know what I'm saying? James said he out there. Maybe if your favorite player stop playing so damn hard on defense, maybe he can handle all 82 games too. What else we got, bro?
Oh, this guy's going to find a way to get James Harden mentioned on this show every week, man. James Harden, if you're listening, somebody at James Harden, let him know that Spade is a huge James Harden fan.
James,
he need to come on SAS.
We love you, bro.
Somebody do that.
SAS love you, bro. We love you.
Spade, we got one more topic in the NBA. Kind of an NBA topic.
Oh Lord.
But Spade, if you guys didn't know, the Olympics is this summer, man. And speaking of basketball, you know, we got all these great players in the NBA, man. All these great players. Mm-hmm. You would think everybody want to represent the United States of the great America and go play in the Olympics and get gold around their neck, right?
Yeah.
That's not the case. Nah, that's not the case, Spade. Everybody pulling out, Spade. Everybody saying, nah, we don't want to go over there to Brazil, to Rio de Janeiro, wherever it's at. I think it's in Rio. They don't want to go over there for a lot of reasons. I mean, Zika virus and polluted water that got feces in it. It's just a mess over there in Brazil. Spade. Players not wanting to play in the Olympics. Do you think it got something to do with their patriotism? Or are they thinking about the Zika virus? Are they thinking about the conditions in Brazil? Should they play for their country? What do you think, man?
It's got everything to do with whatever health risk lies out there, whatever health risk they believe lies out there. We just got through talking about guys that don't want to cut into their own revenue. You know one thing that'll really mess up your money? Dying.
What's that?
Dying will mess your money all up, bro. Okay? Nobody trying to go over there and hoop and risk their safety. Whether it's from mosquitoes or water, I don't care what it is. It's just a risk. It's a calculated risk. Also, as much as I hate to, I preach to my kids about not living their lives in fear, but as much as I hate to admit it and even give it a platform such as what we got here, man, the hatred in the world at an all-time high, man. People killing folks at concerts and at parades and, gunmen. It's a risk. So, after a long, grueling 82-game season, because, my old washed-up guys can handle that 82-game season like it wasn't nothing, but, these new super athletes be getting tired and shit like that. You already tired after an 82-game season. You want to go over there, play more basketball, have more practices, and then deal with possible health risks. It's too much. So, if I'm a player, if I'm a top-tier player, and I got a choice in the matter, I'm not going. Do I feel like they should be made to? Hell no. How you going to make somebody compete for their country? You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. I don't feel like you could do that. I'm gonna flip it back on you, LaParis. Do you feel like the NBA should start reaching out to collegiate athletes and getting those guys to compete and represent our country?
If I remember correctly, I think it was 06 maybe? Maybe I got the year wrong. I think it was 06. But then NBA players go over there and get that work. Nah, we can't. We can't put it in the hands of these college dudes.
Count, bro.
Dudes like Ben.
That didn't count. That team
Nah,
was
that
over there
counted because we had to form a redeem team.
Yeah, they had.
We had to,
you did have to redeem.
It counted,
that team.
Spade.
That team did get that
Yeah,
work.
we
They
had
didn't even
to
finish
form a
second, did
redeem
they?
team. So
That team didn't even finish second, did they?
Nah, they got the bronze medal.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I think Joe Johnson was on that team.
Dwight Howard
was on that team. Yeah, man. Then just to name a few,
Yeah.
but they ended up getting the bronze medal, and we had to form a redeem team to go take back the gold. Now, let me speak on this real quick, and then we can move on, Spade. One, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. It got everything to do with the health risk over there. I don't know what. I mean, they say that the IOC, the Olympic Committee, is one of the dirtiest, most fraud places. Like, you know, they've been dirty down there taking bribes forever. I mean, they just busted them a couple of years back for taking bribes. So I think this has everything to do with money. I don't even know why you would want to have swimmers and these Olympic athletes, not just from America, from every country, to go over there and participate in them type of conditions. That's just insane. Another thing, you spoke on how crazy the world is, Spade. Not to mention, I read something that said that Brazil is surrounded by like it's on the border of 10 other countries. With just the way the world is, that's just insane. Insane. And you spoke on, you know, things that's happening in the world. We want to send our deepest condolences to what happened in Orlando. Mm-hmm. Insane. To the young lady that was at her concert, one of the performers. She was signing autographs and ended up dying. Like, it's just insane what's going on in the world today. We want to send our deepest condolences to all the victims and their families and their friends and their fans, man. Yeah. It's just insane. So I could honestly understand why these NBA players are like, no, sir. Like, it was even ESPN reporters and reporters from other news outlets like, I am not going over there. Like, yeah. I'm not going. So it's not just athletes. And the crazy thing is, my last point, Spade. The crazy thing is, the Olympic athletes, I ain't talking about the basketball players. I'm talking about the track and field guys, the swimmers. They only get this once every 4 years. They've been training for 4 years for this. Yeah. So they're like in a lose-lose situation. They could go over there and potentially put their health at risk, or they cannot compete, which they've been working for 4 years. Right. So they're in a lose-lose situation. Hopefully they could work something out before the Olympics start, but I don't know, man. If it was me, I'm sorry, I wouldn't play either. I wouldn't play.
Me either.
So I'm interested to know how the fans think, though. You know, how the fans feel. A lot of people had that, you know, that patriotism in them, and they'd be like, you know, I'll go over there at any cost. I want to know how you guys feel about it. Let us know in the comment section down below.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You just spoke on not one but two tragedies down in Orlando, Florida, and it brings me to we hate having segments for this, but we did lose two other legends of two completely different realms of sports. Of course, we're talking about the hockey legend Gordie Howe and the street fighting legend Kimbo Slice. Was only 42 years old. I know you guys know who those people are. Just a quick fun fact about Kimbo. A lot of people don't know that Kimbo actually, at one point in time, was a really good linebacker down in Florida. Kimbo spent some time at the University of Miami, as well as Bethune-Cookman College. And that dude right there wasn't the world's greatest UFC fighter, but he's a legend in a lot of people's eyes. If I'm not mistaken, LaParis, I think the first non-gaming YouTube video I ever watched in my life was a Kimbo Slice fight. And that's just, to me, that's crazy that I can remember that. This is what, like 05, 06?
Yeah. Yep. He was definitely notoriously known for them street fights. Mm-hmm. That's what put him on the map. That's what, you know, you want to talk about, you know, Drake's song, started from the bottom, now we here. That's Kimbo. Like, he was homeless at one point. You know, I mean, you can just say a numerous amount of things about Kimbo Slice. He will be missed. I want to speak on Gordie Howe. Now, you guys may not know, me and Spade are not that big of hockey fans, but I mean, you have to be living under a rock
to not know Gordie Howe.
Exactly. The dude is a straight legend. Mm-hmm. Like him and Wayne Gretzky, like, you know those guys. Like Wayne Gretzky even said, like, this was my idol. This what made me want to play hockey. He was the NHL's, you know, he was it. But let me speak on Gordie Howe. He went to 4 Stanley Cups. Excuse me, 4 Stanley Cups. He has 6 Hart trophies. He has 6 Art Ross trophies. 23. This is just insane. 23 NHL All-Star games. Woo. That's insane. And he also was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1972. That just goes to show how long Gordie Howe played. He's been around hockey all his life. Yeah. He will definitely be missed. He's come on, like I said, we're not even hockey fans, and we know who Gordie is. He will be missed. A straight legend. A straight legend will be missed, man. Indeed. We want to say, our condolences to both of the families, Kimbo's and Gordie's family, man. They will be missed, man. And their fans and their family and friends, man. Mm-hmm. Woo! It's been a hell of a week, Spade.
It has, yo. It has. I wish it was out in LA, though, man.
Can I slip in a little bit of NFL news?
There is no NFL news.
Yes, it is. I gotta take it to Denver, Spade.
Okay.
So I want to take it to Denver, and you're like, what happened to Sanchez? I know you over there like, what's going on?
What happened to Butt Pump?
And we ain't... Let me tell you something. We know Talib got shot. We ain't even going to speak on it. Kind of old.
Right.
We know Talib got shot. The Denver Broncos came out and said they don't even care what happened, so why would we care?
Right.
That's another story. But I want to talk about Von Miller, Spade. And I think the Broncos is kind of doing Von Miller a little dirty. We're talking about Super Bowl MVP Von Miller. They offered Von Miller a contract of $114 million, Spade. So you might hear that and be like, yo,
sounds good.
What's wrong with Von?
Yeah, sounds good.
Von turned that down because of the guaranteed money. Von said the 114 price tag is sweet. He said the years on the contract is sweet. He doesn't like the $39 million guaranteed money. He don't like that. And that's $39 million within the first 2 years. So that's really a 2-year contract for $39 million, because if Von, just so happened to, not knock on wood, I'm knocking on wood over here, y'all, not knock on wood, get hurt after 2 years, or just fall off the face of the earth and just not be Von Miller anymore, they can actually cut him in the 3rd year and won't have to pay him nothing because they already paid him his money in the first 2 years. Right. Von has a problem with the $39 million guaranteed, Spade. Do you have a problem with Von, or do you think the problem is with the Broncos? Because my problem is with the Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, you got to pay Von. I mean, let's face it. Von is single-handedly, and I don't want to say this and discredit the rest of the guys that played hard in that Super Bowl, but let's be honest. Von was so disruptive. He damn near single-handedly won that Super Bowl. Like, he had the whole Carolina Panther offense jacked up. Give Von the money, yo. Give him his money.
I say give him his bread too. But I also read something else, but I do a little bit of research, and Golf signed a contract that guarantees some $20-something million. So you telling me that Von Miller is only what, 10, 12, $13 million better than Golf? Like, he hasn't played a down in the league yet and got 20-something million, and you offering MVP Von Miller $39 million guarantee? Golf.
That's a little tough though, fam, because that's two different positions. You know.
I get it, but Von is established, bro.
Oh, definitely.
NFL MVP, been tearing the league up for years. Von wants JJ Watt money. He wants 60, $70 million guarantee. If I'm the Broncos, I give it to him, because Von, he's been tearing. He's a terror, Spade.
Oh yeah, he's a terror force for sure.
And I know Golf's a quarterback, Spade. Hasn't played it down in the league, bro.
That's true.
Hasn't played it down in the league. Von been tearing the league up since he entered the league. I'm on Von's side. Y'all know I'm pro players getting their bread. I'm on Von's side. So, I mean, I just think the Broncos need to do the right thing, man. I think they need to do the right thing. They ended up paying, and maybe they will. They probably will. More than likely they will.
They better.
Because they ended up paying the wide receiver, Spade, 88.
Demarius.
Slipping my mind.
Demarius.
Yeah, they ended up paying Demarius Thomas. So I think the Broncos will probably end up doing the right thing. You want to know what, Spade? This is my last point. They better sign Von, because you don't want to see what that defense look like without Von.
You damn sure don't want to hit the field and possibly have to face Von on another team. You
ain't lying. You ain't lying.
That's what you don't want. All right, you ready to move forward, bro?
Let's get it.
All right, check this out, folks. Last week, I introduced a new segment called Spade Spotlight. The whole point of this segment...
And they loved it.
It was dope, right?
They loved it.
The whole point of this segment is to kind of... I mean, the people who went out there and dominated game in and game out, we all know those people. We just talked about Gordie Howe. Let me tell you, man, I've never watched the entire hockey game in my life. I know Gordie Howe. I know Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah.
I know Brett Hull.
Yeah.
I know Mario Lemieux.
Yeah.
Like, these people right here, we know.
Jaromir Jagr, you know
Jaromir Jagr, who played forever. He might still be playing if I'm not mistaken. But I'm talking about people who was just like, you got that legendary level. Maybe these guys was in that next tier. They weren't quite legendary, but man, they were special. So last week, I highlighted a ex-NBA player, and it went well. I gave you guys some stats. I told you guys to go look him up on YouTube and check out his highlights. Somebody actually tweeted me and said, I had heard of this guy, but I looked up his highlights. This dude was a beast. I'm like, man, I'm telling you, he was. So LaParis is in my ear like, man, you can't always do NBA players. This week, for Spade Spotlight, we are going to the NFL. We're going to talk about a linebacker. This guy
Spade,
right
represent
here.
him right. Spade,
I got you.
Represent the NFL right,
I got you. You're going to like this right here, LaParis. First of all, I went to your home state, man. I found a fellow New Jersey.
I already like it.
So you already like it. I'm talking about Sam Mills. Now, let me tell you guys about Sam Mills. Sam Mills was a 5'9" linebacker who wasn't originally drafted to the NFL. He was basically told he was too small to play the position. All right, so I'm going to tell you what he did. Did he quit? Did he go and find something else to do? Hell nah. He had the love for the game, so he found a way to play the game, and he played in the USFL, right? In 3 seasons there, this dude was a 3-time All-Pro in the USFL. I have to say that word slow for some odd reason. And then he played for Jim Mora, who ended up being a coach with the Saints, and he followed his coach. Let me give you some stats from this guy. This guy played 12 seasons in our NFL. In those 12 seasons, he compiled 1,319 tackles, all for a guy they told was too small to play the position. He also finished with 20.5 sacks, 11 INTs, and 1 TD. 5-time Pro Bowler. 4-time All-Pro. I already told you 3 times he was All-USFL. He was named to the USFL All-Time Team. And here's my favorite stat about this guy. He played for a very long time. It got to a point where he was a free agent, and the Carolina Panthers offered him a deal. The Saints would match that deal, but he was offended that after everything he had done for the Saints waited. They basically tried to lowball him until Carolina made him a better offer. Then they wanted to match. So he was fed up. He went to Carolina, and he became a 37-year-old Pro Bowler. His 5th Pro Bowl selection was when he was 37 years old. That's what I'm talking about, reviving your career. A few more stats, and then we'll be able to wrap it up. Check this out. What I got, 5 times in his 12-season career, he had 100 or more tackles in a season, and 8 times he had 90 or more tackles in a season.
Wow.
As a 5'9" backer, the dude was a monster. And folks, this was back in the days when these backers was trying to get you carted off the field. Like, they was trying to bring it to you. And this little guy was hitting some big-ass running backs and tight end. He was a fierce competitor, man. And growing up in Georgia in the Atlanta area, the Saints-Falcons rivalry, like, we knew about Sam Mills, and we didn't want no problems with that guy. Falcons wanted no problems with that guy. So today's spotlight is Sam Mills. Do yourself a favor. Go look up some stats or some highlights on this dude. You'll be impressed. New Jersey, be proud of y'all, boy. Sam Mills.
That's my dude. He went to Montclair State and broke every record at Montclair State, yo. Okay. So I definitely know who Sam Mills is.
So you've heard of this guy.
And of course. He's from Jersey. Of course. You know, he helped the Panthers get to the Super Bowl. They didn't win, I don't think. No, but I mean, you know, he definitely helped them get there. So I definitely heard of Sam Mills. He was a beast. He's a Jersey legend. I knew you. He's in the New Jersey Hall of Fame.
You heard of him just because he's from Jersey. Every athlete from Jersey, LaParis know. He can tell you all about it.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even pick nobody from Jersey.
But Sam Mills was actually a beast.
Oh, yeah. He was
Andrew Bynum's from Jersey, too. And he got blonde hair. I don't claim Andrew Bynum. That's
a local game.
Definitely Sam Mills is somebody to be proud of. Sam Mills was a beast.
Indeed.
Definitely was a beast. Google him. Look him up.
Look, we didn't do a...
R.I.P. to Sam Mills, too. He passed away. R.I.P. to Sam Mills, man.
True. We did not do a Strong Arm Performer of the Week this week because it's getting tough, y'all. Like, what we going to say? Like, Steph or Clay or Bryant. You know what I'm saying? It's getting tough. So, we're going to do some other things until we can get football. NFL, please hurry up and get here. NCAA football, please hurry up and get here. No, don't tell me baseball is still going on. No, it's not. Not on my TV.
Baseball cheap.
Oh, I be knowing
about that.
I know.
We already talked about it. But, yo, Spade, we definitely gonna do some more spotlights. You guys seem to like that segment. We definitely gonna keep bringing you some spotlight guys from our time or before, But we ain't gonna be like spotlight. Don't be like spotlight Steph Curry. If you know what I mean. If your pops or somebody was telling you about some guys, you are more than welcome to leave the guy down there, put some stats down there. Maybe we don't know him. Maybe we can look him up and be like, yo, that dude right there deserves to be on the spotlight. So if you don't put LeBron, don't put Steph, don't put Tom Brady. Like, come on, guys, let's get out the box, man.
Don't say spotlight Bo Jackson. Like, we all know Bo. Everybody knows Bo.
Yeah, everybody know him, man. But Spade, you good? Because I'm about to wrap it up.
I'm in LA, man. When we end this, I'm about to go hit the strip.
Oh Lord, see, it's like it's late as hell over here in Jersey. He about to go out there in French braids, khaki shorts, and house shoes.
I'm on my way to Inglewood, man. Let's get this popping.
I can dig it. I don't think they say popping in Inglewood.
Somebody tell me what they say in Inglewood before I get there.
Get your lingo right, Spade.
Yeah, tell me what to say.
All right, on jokes aside, y'all, we want to thank you guys for rocking with us. We still, even with my homie being out of state, we still wanted to get you guys a show. We know it's not live, but we still got to bring you guys that fire. Like I always say after every show, we definitely appreciate you guys rocking with us. And if you don't want to see our mugshot on demand, because you just don't want to see our faces, you can definitely check us out. We got audio podcasts everywhere. We on UPodOmatic, SoundCloud, iTunes. The numbers have been growing. We want to thank you guys for rocking with us, man.
Sure.
We'll see you guys next episode. Hey, last but not least, man, we got some Strong Arm Sports merch. So if you want to support us, Strong Arm Sports, man, I'm pretty sure all the links will be in the description down below. Cop a shirt, cop a mug, cop something, And if you do, you show us the shirt, you get retweeted and all that, man. We show you mad love. We support the people that support us. We love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next episode. We out. Peace.